When you've done one meal a day, did you ever get comments from like friends, family, especially your mom, and they tell you, one meal a day? Like, I don't think that's healthy. Why are you starving yourself? Aren't you hungry all the time? If you've had comments like that come to you when you've done one meal a day, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your experience has been with one meal a day. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how the traditional eating 3 meals a day that maybe your parents grew up with, your grandparents, is more about tradition rather than based on science, okay? Now, before we get into this, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Tim Ernst. I'm an intermittent keto fasting coach who has helped hundreds of men and women from all over the world to lose around that 40 pounds in 16 weeks. If you want to learn more about what I do and how I can potentially help you, I'm going to drop a link to a video below where you'll be taken to another video that's going to explain a little bit about what I do and how I can potentially help you. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my future uploads. All right, so let's talk about this one meal a day. Is it too extreme to just eat one meal a day? Okay, now there's two types of people that can do one meal a day. And what I want to say is that the first group of people who are very overweight and very obese could probably do very, very well at one meal a day. And the reason for this is because people who are really obese and very overweight, you want to kind of imagine that you have meals tied around your waistline ready to be used, okay? That extra fat that you have is actually just stored energy waiting to be used. But because you've been eating all throughout the day, you're used to your standard 3 meals a day and snacks in between, you don't give your body an opportunity to surrender its own fat for fuel, okay? So that's one group of people, okay? The second group, I would say, are people who really are dealing with type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, high cholesterol, all those other type of health issues that you might be experiencing. One meal a day may be the perfect fit for you. Now, it sounds extreme and a lot of people can't even imagine just eating one meal. But what I want to tell you is, if you do one meal eating the wrong types of foods, yes, you are going to struggle, okay? So if you're eating your standard American diet that's fully processed, there's lots of carbs and sugars in the food you're eating, you are going to find it very difficult to do one meal a day. And the reason for this is when you eat a standard American diet, high in carbs and sugars, you're going to spike blood sugars. You're going to spike your insulin, okay? You're going to feel pretty good, a little pick-me-up, right? When you have some sugar and some carbs. The thing is, an hour later, you're going to get sluggish. You're going to get tired. And then once you wake up from your carb coma, guess what happens? You're going to eat again, or you're going to want to eat again because now your blood sugars have fallen too low. So now you need to eat something else to raise those blood sugars again so you feel better, okay? You eat like that, standard American diet, highly processed, you are not going to do well on one meal a day, okay? Now the second group, if you are a group who takes all the carbs out of the diet, all the sugars, and you adopt a keto type diet, carnivore, you are going to do fantastic with one meal a day. And the reason for this is because you're not going to have those insulin spikes and your blood sugars going up and down all over the place, okay? Your blood sugar levels are going to be stabilized, okay? And that is going to really, really help you have all day energy. You're not going to have these spikes with your blood sugars and you're going to do amazing with one meal a day. Plus, it's kind of hard to overeat on one meal a day when you're eating foods high in fat and protein because they're very, very satiating, okay? But when you eat carbs and sugars, they're not satiating and you're constantly hungry and you're going back and forth with your blood sugars and you're eating and you're sluggish and then you wake up and you eat and then you're sluggish, okay? High fat protein type foods, don't do that, okay? You're gonna be more satiated. And the one benefit to one meal a day, another one, is that it's kind of a way to manage your calories too. If you find yourself constantly going over your calories because you're eating 2-3 meals a day, you might really benefit from one meal a day. It's just a great way to actually manage your meals or your calories, okay? So I would say and argue that it's not extreme. I think a lot of people could stand to probably lose a few pounds and eat less. I'm sure you've heard the old adage, move more, eat less. And this is something that has been proven, and it creates this process called autophagy as well. You may not be aware of this, but when you're fasting for long periods of time, what happens is that you create this process called autophagy. So what is autophagy? Real simple, we all have protein cells floating in and around in our body, okay? Well, what happens is when we fast, we start creating new protein cells that literally eat the old protein cells. So kind of look at it as your body's own recycling program, okay? That is such a huge benefit. Another benefit is that when you don't eat as often, you end up elevating growth hormone. Growth hormone is that hormone that everybody wants because it makes you feel younger, you look younger, and also you're gonna get better workouts in the gym because of the elevated growth hormone. But as soon as you start eating, you suppress growth hormone, okay? So I would argue, do one meal a day, sprinkle it in. If you don't want to do it every single day, I would recommend that you don't do it every single day, okay? It's been kind of proven that maybe you want to do 3 to 5 days of solid one meal a days, and then for the next 3 or 5 days, eat normally. Eat 2 to 3 meals a day, okay? Because what happens is a lot of people want to lose weight so fast that they do this one meal a day for like a month or months. They end up down regulating their metabolism, and now they start holding on to fat. Okay, we don't want to force the fat off. We want to coax the fat off. It's a big, big difference, all right? So I would suggest that you give it a shot, try the one meal a day, but make sure that your foods are high in fat and high in protein, okay? If you're just gonna eat whatever you want in one sitting and think that's gonna work, it probably isn't, because you're gonna spike those blood sugars. The next morning when you wake up, you are going to be starving. Trust me, you eat high fat, you eat high protein type foods, you're going to be full, you're going to be satiated, and you're going to be in a calorie deficit, which we all know when you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. You see the benefits of OMAD? It puts you automatically in a calorie deficit. You're keeping your blood sugars level when you're eating high fat and protein, and therefore it makes it 10 times easier to lose weight. So don't worry about what other people say about, are you starving yourself? What's wrong with you? Do you have like an eating disorder? Forget about all that, all right? That standard 2 to 3 meals a day, that was just something that came up through tradition. And now you've got people eating 2 to 3 meals a day, but then they're snacking in between these meals. And people wonder why we have an obesity epidemic, all right? Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, I want you to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the future videos that I'm going to be uploading.